I'm gonna give you taller ceilings, more windows, open living areas. It's time to take your RV to the max. Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the Keystone Springdale MAX. This is the 3100 XBR. You're looking at a family coach that's 35 feet 11 inches, roughly 8,200 pounds, and is highlighted by complete bedroom living spaces on opposite ends of the coach with a wonderful open living area. Now, here's the thing I want to talk to you about real quick, just me and you. Springdale has stepped up the game, okay? I don't know if it's a secret, I don't know if it's widespread, but I'm seeing a lot of new stuff coming out the gate from Springdale, and it's impressive, especially this one, because having a rear bunk room with a bathroom, exit, second entry combo, sure, that's pretty standard, but the way that they did things, I really like, and I'm gonna show you that here in a second. But first, before we get to the bedrooms, let's take a look at these taller ceilings and open living areas. This year, you're gonna see a lot of things that Keystone has done. For example, take a look at what we have with the little inlays of the new Keystone logo. It's making it decorative, but also functional. Because at night, you can cut all these main lights off, cut that on, and now you got a nice little night light that's not gonna be glaring. It has a little bit of offset on it, so I like it. Keystone bottle opener here by the door, which is also where you're gonna find your command panel. This will allow you to run out your two slides as well as check your battery, your tanks, the whole nine. And you're looking at 50, 39, and 39 on your tanks if I'm not mistaken. But here on the campsite, they did a couple of things different this year and I like it. Number one, I got a towel holder actually mounted under my cabinetry, which by the way is another nice little update. Take a look at what they did not only with the decorative pull, but how much bigger that pull is, making this feel a lot sturdier than a lot of like coaches. So boom, got my space there. I got press surface countertop. I got a 50/50 cutting board / drying rack cover for my undermounted stainless steel sink with, pull down sprayer. Solid wood drawers, full extension on drawer guides. Look at what they did here. They not only glazed the bottom of these, they also gave things like cutlery inserts, great storage. You have a road vac system inside of this that has the collection point down there. I got space under my sink, good spot for my trash can. And they even gave me a knife block behind my 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover. Big fan of that because to me, I don't like knives just like hanging out inside of drawers. When I get to where I'm going, setting them up here, it's gonna make it a whole lot easier for me to grab and do any cutting or prep work that I need to do. But more importantly, I like how it's more secure right there. You got the Furion microwave up above your hood, a little storage spot there, and the 16-inch Girard oven to go along with your Furion 10.7 cubic foot, 12 volt fridge with the acrylic front. Now you'll also see that with the extra high ceilings in here, this space feels much larger than it is. This is a standard sized RV. So the space just looks bigger than what you've usually seen, right? Well, you got an 18K BTU Chill Cube AC to really help keep things cool. The thing I like about that is it has a soft start on it, so it doesn't pull as many amps to get it going. Speakers mounted in the ceiling as well as my HVAC for that said Furion Chill Cube mounted there. On the off-camp side, check this. You want to spend some time with the kids, maybe eating them camp cooked meals, the burgers, the dogs, whatever it is. Not only do you have a table that you can take out and take it outside if you want to, which by the way, wait till you see the entertainment outside. Hang with me for that one. But this also reduces down and becomes the base of your sleeping space for your overstuffed cushions on your booth dinette. I got storage on both sides, and the one thing that I really like that they did here, they gave me some storage bins, but look at what they did on the floor. They actually gave you a little ramp into the storage area under the booth dinette. What that does is that just makes things a whole lot easier to pull out as well as push in. Very nice little touch to hopefully make the camping experience a little bit better. Huge windows, much bigger than what I've seen in previous years. Pleated shades, I believe that is a metal valance around your windows, USB charging on both sides, and then to give you even more pantry or ward storage, whatever you need, you got, bam, that right there, your cabinetry. Now, this space here, it's what's different than what I've seen, so let me tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, I've seen bathrooms on the campsite with their own access point. Usually they're at the end of the kitchen, but they usually lead to bunks. If it's a bunk room, like we have right here, usually the bathroom is inside that room. So, different configuration. More importantly, now, if I'm at the primary bedroom, I got to come use the bathroom, I don't have to go in there to wake anybody up, or vice versa. So it's the right way, if you would. High-rise porcelain bowl with the foot flush, vanity over here with metal shelves, mirror, decorative curtain for my herringbone shower with the Oxygenics upgraded shower head. No, oh, and I was wrong, by the way, which happens a lot. Your fresh tank on this is actually 54 gallons. So, having the Oxygenics head, that's just going to help, you know, you're not using as much water, but you're still getting good pressure. Big old skylight, but thanks to the 82-inch high ceilings, as you can see, I don't even need the skylight really for the additional headroom. Vent and fan there, Keystone emblem towel holder here, but this back bedroom, this is where I was like, okay, all right, I like what you're doing here, Keystone. I like what you're doing here, Springdale team, because separate bunk areas are great for kids, adults to sleep. Separate bunk rooms are now separate living spaces, in my opinion. I can take that table, or I can get another table, bring it in here. The kids can have their own eating spot, a great spot for games. I have this bunk over here, which has a 300-pound capacity. If you need to lift it up, get it out the way, just watch the cushion. That locks in, and take a look at what we got down here. Now these, I had a chance for my son to use one time, and he really liked it. Mainly because those back cushions that are also pillows or headboards, however you want to use it, he just ended up playing with that, and he ended up like hugging it like a body pillow. But you got a reading light, you got USB charging. More importantly, you have versatility when it comes to sleeping. It's not just a bunk below another bunk. You can fold these out. They can be just single twin beds. You can put them together. It can be a sleeper for two. So if you got the adults, the couples, the kids, whatever, I got cup holders for the beverages. It's versatility. More importantly, it's fun. The kids can put it back here, have some fun, and then you got yet another bunk on the campsite with entertainment, power, storage, as well as drawers. What else you need, right? The kids are absolutely going to love this space. The adults could too. So if you got the ladies' wine weekend getaway, the guys' wine weekend getaway, whatever, hey, this is a spot where everybody can crash out. More importantly, because of the door, I got separation of space, and for peace of mind, I got separation of sound. Yes, because where my bedroom is on the other side of the coach, which is where we're going to go after I open up your ward space right here and walk back through this gorgeous living area. Come on. And as we walk to the end of this gorgeous living area, you'll see I got my jackknife sofa over here. I kind of just skipped over that a little bit. It does have storage underneath, but the little accent touches that they put on everything is one of the things I think really helps this coach stand out. Check it out. It's a magnetic door. Chris, it's just a door. Yeah, but most of the time it's nothing under there, or it's like, you know, just closed off, where if you do need to access anything under your jackknife sofa, you'd have to pick it up and reach it. Now I can actually open that up and put more storage bins there if I want to, maybe the kids' games, whatever, without having to lift the bunk up. So I really like that. The other thing I really like is this. The one thing I don't like is this. Love the big old 50-inch TV that we have here. Everybody in the coach can see this thing, even back here in the bedroom. But, how's that?
It's shoe storage.
It is shoe storage. It's cool, right? Right. This one, I was cool with. This one, I was like, okay, maybe a little too much. This one, I was like, what are we doing? How many pairs of shoes you think I'm bringing on my trip?
You got 8 people.
I got 8 people, but you think, how many, I could easily, Ryan, I could easily.
2 pairs each.
2 pairs each.
That's 32 shoes.
Your math might be correct. I'm not that smart to figure it out. Okay, but look, let's just do this here. If I'm gonna take my shoes off, 1 pair is right there. I can easily fit, give me them, give me these. I can easily fit, look, this is the space right here. Mothballs. Mothballs. Okay. 4. I could fit 5. Hang on. No, 5 could go in there. Okay, ready? And then 8. And then what? 13?
Already out of space.
Already out of space.
So you need more.
So I need more shoes. No, I don't need to bring all these shoes. No, seriously, I do like how they gave you the versatility there. But having shoe storage up front, not a bad idea. More importantly, they actually maximize the space. Just not crazy about it. Just saying. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. What I really like is the double entry points for our bedroom. the thing I really like about this bedroom, yes, you got an Olympic queen size bed. You got cubby storage on both sides. You got mirrored wards and side opening extra high storage because of those extra high ceilings up above my bed. They put my TV in the front. I got a second AC back here, and they gave me storage underneath with the bins. The thing I don't like about it, you gave me all those nice features, Springdale. You gave me all those nice features, all those touches, all those appointments. Give me a gas strut arm right here so I don't have to hold this thing. I got Tommy Johns now from lifting up this bed. I'm not gonna be able to pitch in the All-Star game this weekend thanks to you. I got windows on both sides, power right there for my TV, but more importantly, it's a walk-around Olympic queen size bed with framed out entry points. So if I need to get up and use the bathroom, I'm not climbing over my loved one to head out and do it. And speaking of head out, let's head outside and see what we got there. Do you know where I put my shoes? And here we are on the outside of the all-new Keystone Springdale 3100 Zipper. Must be Italian. No, the XBR, extra bedroom. This coach comes in, once again, at 35 feet, 11 inches. You're looking at 8,300 pounds roughly. Can easily sleep up to 8 inside of here. The thing I like about what they did on the exterior, yes, they gave me solid steps, and we'll get to this big old luggage door, but I like what they did with this front. It's a flat front metal, and all of that is seated on an oversized, extremely sturdy frame. I like this. You got your powered tongue jack up front, twin 20-pound LP tanks, and because I like what they did with the Gigi box there, and this one has solar on it, plus it's solar flex, so you got the inverter prep, you can actually cut the power off and let those solar panels trickle charge your battery. But over here on the campsite, let's talk about this storage. You remember what I said at the very beginning about how they've added a few things this year that are really neat? Extra large luggage door, so if I need to put the chairs, the grill, the table, I can. Magnetic and anti-slam. Oh, and speaking of table, they gave you an outdoor table that you can set up for your outdoor entertainment. Hang with me, you gotta see this. And you got Rotocash storage down here. Now what I like about this is they even have the covered vents right here, but if you have fishing rods, you have tools, whatever, they gave you a nice little storage system over here towards the front. 4K blade lighting and access to your water pump, your solar disconnect, as well as an external shower with hot and cold over there on the off-camp side. Really like how they not only gave me maximum space, they maximized the use of that space, which is probably why it's called Springdale MAX. But when I'm thinking about outdoor entertainment, they also maxed that as well. Solid steps, like I mentioned, friction hinge door, extra large grab handle, 80% tint on my sealed safety windows all the way around. And when was the last time you saw a entry-level travel trailer with an outdoor TV and a table, right? I'll give you a minute. Yeah, no, you haven't. You got the enclosed underbelly. I got the Dexter Easy Lubes on my tires right there. This is also set up for TPMS prep. You'll see inside the little storage compartment, inside your storage area in the front, there's actually prepped for tire pressure monitoring. I would highly suggest getting it. Only thing I would highly suggest not doing is if somebody's taking a, shower, don't put a camp chair there, because that right there is the back of your hot water heater. Exterior speakers, right there is the back of your furnace. Extra large awning with the LED light strip. Fold up steps into the bathroom here. And because it's a bunk model, you gotta have an outdoor kitchen. But why give you just a standard entry-level kitchen when we can give you one with a metal top that's also plumbed with another paper towel holder, as well as LP quick connect for my grill, dorm room style fridge. Love the maximization of space. More importantly, I like how they didn't put this under the awning. So if I do have the awning out, I don't have the smoke and the smells being trapped 2 feet above my head. 4x4 sewer hose storage on the back. I like how that's offset under the back too, because this coach is already 35 feet 11 inches. Spare tire mounted on the back, cable connection, backup camera prep, as well as ladder prep. Now the arch ceilings on this, that's what's going to help keep the snow and the rain off this coach, and those rain nozzles are going to make sure it doesn't fall on you or the slides. True fit slides too, by the way. And I like what they did with the aluminum too. So they have this special coating that Keystone uses that helps the graphics not fade. It's a very nice little touch. Little tight area there. Right here are your terminations, as well as your 50 amp power service. Now, your dumps on this, don't forget you got a 54-gallon fresh tank. I apologize for saying 50 at the very beginning, as well as dual 39s on your gray and your black. Well built. And I got to tell you, well laid out. So very big kudos, at least from my opinion, to the folks at Springdale for what they did here, because this is a brand new floor plan. And if you want to even get more solar power to your batteries, right there is the Zamp Quick Connect where you can put like the little briefcases out. But you'll see in here, past your shower with hot and cold, that you got your solar disconnect, you got your inverter prep right there, which if you want to go off the grid, that's a great thing to talk to your Camping World specialist about. Say, hey, what does that do? That's pretty much going to make sure that solar power or additional power could power the components inside the coach. So very nice thing to have if you want to go off the grid. But for a family that needs separation of space, but also great gathering space in a coach that's not going to break the bank or break your tow vehicle, because at 8,200 pounds dry, at gross, we're looking at 11,155 pounds. The difference between those two is your total storage capacity. I got to tell you, man, this might be the sweet spot if you're looking to get out this summer and do some camping, or this spring, or this fall. Because I think this one could go spring to fall. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what did you think of the Keystone Springdale MAX 3100 XBR? 35 feet, 11 inches, roughly 8,200 pounds dry, 8 sleeping, awesome separation of space family coach. I'm Chris Young for Camping World. And hey, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, click like, subscribe, and notify. And I'll see you soon.